We've done a lot on the boat this year. We're going to do a quick wander through on this episode and just take a peek and kind of almost list off just everything we worked on in the last year. Got a lot more to come, but let's just recap it. All right, let's head up here to the front. Start up here. What do we got in here, Sean? All right. Well, our flag's sitting in here at the moment because we had a bunch of heavy weather for a few weeks in a row, and I didn't want that out there, but that's new for the boat. I've got a place to set the cell phone. We've actually got the charger in here wired up properly and installed. Replaced the old light with these two new lights. Let's see here. Of course, in here we've got the monster that is the holding tank and all its associated plumbing, valves, pumps, and garbage. Still have a little bit of room for storage too. I've got my heater that I don't need right now sitting down there. Other than cleaning up in here, that's about it for this room. Did get some more emergency supplies. So I've got fresh flares, emergency blanket type stuff, extra horn. That's one of many fire extinguishers on the boat. I think that's about it in here. Yep, let's move on. All right, for the facilities, before we even open the door, we've got our equipment organizer here. That's working out well so far. Into the head. Whoops, I just knocked my fan on the floor. Haha. This is a completely redone room. Pretty much everything in this room was redone. Still need to do like the paint on the ceiling and everything towards the outside, but I want to do the exterior paint first. But so, you know, we did the floors, we did the walls, we pulled this and refinished it. We got all of our vented loops in here, our plumbing. We got the new toilet, we got it on a pedestal. We got this face reshined up nicely. It's still holding up great since it's not outside. The insides of the shelves we actually cleaned up and repainted. And of course we've got light in here too where there was zero light before. Opposing the bathroom, or the head that is, have done very little with this area over here. Currently I'm keeping some of this stuff over here. I brought the refrigerator back, so needed that space back. Still hang up the wets back here. It's a good place for hats. I did install a clothes hanging rod in here because I didn't have anywhere to hang up any clothes in here. All right, let's continue the adventure forward. I mean, to the back, I suppose. All right, so these were gutted and refinished, repainted inside, that is. We've redone all the plumbing back there that connects up the water from under that berth to the sink. Generally cleaned up everything in here. We installed the paper towel holder. What else do we got over here? Of course, another light. Coming over here, we scrapped one of these cushions because it was just, it was beyond repair. Nobody wanted to sleep on that thing. Under here, well, before we even get under there, down here, we've actually got stuff that is working, labeled and wired appropriately. In here, we've got a battery monitor for the house battery down here. We've got a inverter to drop that 48 volt from the big bank down to 12 so we can run an auto teller off of it if I ever install it, and that's mostly what these two buses are for. Over here, of course, we've got battery monitors for both sides. Each of those monitors, well, you can't really see it back there, but hold on. Monitors. Alright, and they're monitoring these big banks that are wired together to make 48 volts each. We've ripped out the old diesel motor so that we've got this whole setup down in here. That's digital chargers for the battery banks, contactors. Got a control module, which is hard to make out here just because of the angle, and the moisture guard I put over it in case there's any splash in. There is the motor itself. That's our 10 kilowatt electric motor from Thunderstruck Motors. That has been doing great, by the way. I really like this electric motor setup. That said, I haven't really been out in the seas with it and getting a lot of water splashed in, so we'll see. Here's our proper fire extinguisher mounted right here where it's accessible inside and out. We redid the stairs themselves to bump it out and accommodate the extra space needed for that electric motor setup. And of course our top step is hinged so we can get at it. Oh my. That radio does in fact work. We've gotten all the circuits worked out for that. I just prefer my little handheld one over there because I don't have to come running down here to use it. I can use it from right out there where I belong. Of course, we've got the cooler underneath here and the two bins. There's really not anything to speak of at the moment. Just a couple of odds and ends, nothing special. Over here, we've recut the table so that it actually fits on these little slides on either side. That allows us to drop those cushions in on top of it and make a big bed in this area. Thanks to our good friend Heather, we got some dry erase paint that we redid that wall with. Little reminder to my stupid self who's still a total amateur. Hey, it is what it is, make fun if you want. And then of course another light up there. Gosh, there's been so much, it's crazy. Let's move outside. All right, starting at the bow, we've got our fancy new anchor. That thing has been awesome. Been in some pretty good wind and have not dragged at all with this bad boy. Of course, we had to have some way to store it since I couldn't spend a couple $100 on some fancy extended one of these, but I did find one that's economical and it's riding around in my Amazon cart right now. Just, it'll get to the priority list at some point, but found one that I can afford, just not yet. We've got probably about, I think it was 50 or 60 feet of chain, and then another 50 or 60 feet of anchor rod in there. Another friend has offered to give us some more chain, which I am happy to take him up on. Keeping the paddleboard down here for the summer. Did it last year too. Liked having it on board. Just brought it back down. We've power washed everything, although it's been a year, so it's starting to look like it needs a good scrubbing again, but again, we're gonna paint. All of the rigging here, we retensioned all of that last year. It's not like race tight or anything, nor do I want it to be. It's an old boat, don't want to stress her that much. We've replaced these lines that go up to the spars there, so we can have our pirate flag and American flag and such. Been up there and inspected everything. I've gone ahead and, you know, screwed up my mast light I had up there and dropped the wire in the mast. I still have not corrected that particular mistake. We've got new lines here for our reefs. We've got new lines. Where am I even looking? Here we go. We've got new lines here on our downhaul. All right, we got new lines around the rolling furler. All right, in the cockpit, we've eliminated all but 2 of the cushions as a result of putting this Harkin Traveler in here to replace that cruddy one back there. Other cushions didn't really fit anymore. They're not very comfortable and they're all kind of ugly anyways. Built this new little drink cubby thing, whatever. It's not holding up great paint at least, but we redid this whole nav station here. This is rewired and working properly. New compass. We got battery monitor, ignition, throttle. We've got our seat, which is broken. Go figure. We got our grill put on. We got a swim platform. We got a kicker plate for the motor. My oh my, what else we got? I think we are getting close to the end of the list on it. The elephant in the room. The dinghy I got, by the way, is far more dingy than I need. I think I'm gonna put that on Facebook. I got it new last year. It was $700 and some odd dollars. I think I'm gonna list it for like $450 or something, because you know, only had it one season and it was barely used. I don't know, let me know if y'all think that's a fair price to ask for it. So it was a pretty busy year in hindsight. Definitely have a lot left to do, lots going on, but yeah, another year with the boat, the other woman. Prepping for a trip in July back to the bay, and who knows what's coming after that. I don't even know. Thanks to all of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if so, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you all out there on the water.